We just want to cross over there and start listening in. As you can see, the court is already in session. They had taken a break to consult on what is going to be the issues to be discussed at hand, among other issues, and therefore seems like everything is set to go. Let's just cross over there live and now start listening in to this particular very critical case.
Senior Counsel, Mr. Orengo, do we have a consent?
Yes, sir. After discussion between the parties, and with the participation of the Law Society of Kenya, Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, we have agreed on a consent order to record in the following terms. Number one, that the applicants number 2 to 8 be released forthwith, pending the hearing and determination of the appeal.
Two to eight.
Of 2017? Or 2016? 2 to 8 of... No, I'm asking the number.
283 of 2016.
283?
Oh, 2016.
That's the application.
No, this is the application.
Yes, I'm asking for the appeal.
Number 9 of 2017.
Number 9 of 2017. Okay. 2?
Number 2, the applicants, respondents, and the interested party undertake to resume negotiations forthwith with a view to resolving the outstanding issues in order to restore normalcy in the public health sector.
Sorry, negotiations forthwith in order?
With a view to resolving the outstanding issues in order to restore normalcy in the public health sector. And number 3, the Law Society of Kenya and the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights jointly lead the mediation process and file a report in court within 7 days. And number 4, the parties to appear before the court on the 23rd of February 2017 to report.
So 23rd of February is what day of the week?
Is a Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Just for clarification,
Yes.
when you say file a report in court, which court do you mean?
This court.
This court.
This court.
And so it's a Wednesday. 23rd is what day of the week?
It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. Today is the 16th. It's next
7
Wednesday.
days.
7 days.
Okay.
It's because of the urgency of the matter that we thought we should report in 7 days. My lady, those are the 4.
So parties to appear before court on 23rd.
23rd February to report progress.
So you did not discuss anything on the way forward as pertains to the appeal itself?
What
Or
about
you are hoping that you
we are
to get
hoping
there?
that we resolve
Okay.
the issues, and then probably the need to hear and determine the appeal
Okay.
will be rendered unnecessary.
Let us pray so.
Yeah. We continue to pray.
23rd is actually Thursday.
And no, that's as the cost.
No,
doesn't.
for the moment.
I have heard some of you saying they are offering pro bono services. I will not say who has said that on TV, but we have heard them.
But if you may allow counsel, particularly the lead counsels for the different parties, just to confirm that this is indeed what we have agreed upon, and since they are appointed me to read this, not particularly because I appear for the applicants together with Malawi friends, I wanted Philip Morgan to confirm.
You are senior counsel and you are appearing for the applicants.
Yes.
And I believe that you are a team.
Now, when I'm
So when you
this,
tell us that, I'm sure you are also speaking on their behalf.
when I was reading this, I was now reading on all their behalf.
Yes.
Now,
So
with your
the
permission,
confirmation you might need is maybe from the respondents?
yes, from the respondents.
Unless, of course, they mind not having, as not having heard their voices.
Yeah, oh,
Yes.
Mr. Murgo.
Yes.
Now that you want to hear my voice.
Not that I wanted to, I did not want you to start sulking that you are here and we did not hear your voice.
Your ladyship, in fact, I'm lucky to have my voice, because if I had lost my voice, we would have a problem. There are no doctors on duty. But I just wanted to record appreciation to fellow counsel. The discussions out were quite intense. Positions are a little hardened in view of the fact that doctors are languishing in custody. The end of it all, with the guidance and the special efforts of the Law Society, we were able to cut through. And all we can say as counsel, because we are only counsel, we are not the doctors, we are not the Attorney General.
And we are not politicians here.
And we are not politicians while we are in this court. Just like I see another senior politician, he's just an observer.
Let's not go there.
And all I want to say is
Yes.
that when we will not be with the parties through their deliberations, we only want to record the fact that the general public have suffered enough, and we hope there is good faith to bring this matter to a conclusion as soon as possible. That's from our team.
So you confirm?
We confirm those are the terms.
Mr. Kilonzo?
Thank you, my lady. That lawyer you are referring to is me.
I did not want to name names.
Yes.
Yes.
But this is a point where, in some of your rulings, you say, having read the draft, I have nothing useful to add. Except
Evidently,
that
when I talked about politicians, I didn't notice that the three of you.
he has only declared he wants to be a politician. But we are happy.
So you also confirmed that that is a consent?
That is the consent.
Okay.
And thank you for allowing us to do so and providing what we call the climate control for us to agree on this.
And you are confirming you are not going to send the doctors the fee note?
Not at all. They will not receive a fee note from me.
So, Mr. Oma.
From all of us.
I'm saying because he's the one who confirmed on TV that he was doing this pro bono.
Yes.
So I just wanted him to confirm. Mr. Uma George?
Geoffrey Obura.
There is an Uma here.
No.
Yes, my lady.
Yes, you also confirmed.
I confirm.
Mr. Is it Bernard? Chenge? Oh, you can't see. That is Chenge. You also confirm.
I do confirm also that I'm grateful for the parties taking this matter. The Law Society will more assistance in trying to
Mr. No, sorry, Eunice. Miss Eunice Lumalas. This is MS Miss Mrs. Just for the record.
It's Eunice Lumalas.
Sorry?
Eunice Lumalas.
I know I can read that.
Miss Eunice Lamal.
Yeah, it's not so difficult to say that, is it? So you confirm these are the orders?
Okay, let me just begin by saying, basically, you know where we found ourselves this morning, you know. From where I come from, we say that probably if a bird has flown from the ground and has gone to land on an anthill, it's still back on the ground, and that's where we found ourselves. So basically, having spoken to council who have joined this morning, we would have been happier with a timeline, possibly in terms of the end of the strike, but in good faith, okay, from my client's position. What the interest that we really wanted to see in the terms is the issue of return to normalcy in the health sector. I think I'm positive that we have a good team leading now. I have a lot of faith in the team from the Law Society of Kenya.
So you confirm that
and I
the
confirm
orders that have been read out are what you have agreed on?
I confirm that the orders are what we've agreed on. Amelia Chesaima. Amelia also asked you the same question. There's a reason why we ask, not because we want to know your marital status. So, sorry, there's Scholar. Yes. Scholar, what do I put here before the Scholar? Scholar. Can I put Mr. before the Scholar? Or yes. And for Amelia, the same? Thank you. And for Lempa is a Mr.
Yes.
Okay, no, it's okay. For sure. So, Scholar.
Your leadership, we appreciate the options of this court, and we are able to agree. And I confirm what has been done in the court, we don't have one issue because of this country, because we are not able to agree. And in the interest of public interest, we are already urging that the strike be fought, but we are not able to agree.
Who is the next? Mr. Mpa.
Yes.
Can you confirm that...
On behalf of the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, we participated out there in drafting of the agreement, and as it has been read by Senior Counsel James Rengo, it's the true reflection of what was agreed.
Okay, I think that is all.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Me lady, sorry, I'm still not on record. Geoffrey Bura.
Sorry, just a minute. There's somebody, Masese.
Masese from the Federation of Kenya.
There is Masese here? Yes. Let us also hear your voice. So your name is here.
Your Lordship, I confirm that that's what we agreed, and maybe to point out that it was out of the spirit of good industrial relations. That is how we reached that consensus. And we are happy that our seniors have been able to guide us properly on this, and they have given us hope that by the time we come back, there will be a solution. We are in the hands of our senior counsel, Morengo and Obura, in terms of they have convinced us that
they seem to be good hands.
Yes, we are in good hands, and Mr. James Orengo and Mr. Obura.
Yes.
And we are happy that we are going to have a solution. We have been promised that, and we will allow that.
Good.
I confirm.
I notice Mr. Okaro is here.
Yes.
What is he? Do you wish to say anything?
I'm most obliged. I'm represented by counsel who will speak on my behalf, but...
No, he has already spoken on your behalf. I just wanted to say that we acknowledge that you are here today.
I'm most obliged.
As the president.
Most obliged. Most obliged, thank you.
You haven't said anything.
Ladies, first of all, we must thank you for the guidance you gave us this morning. And on behalf of the Law Society...
Sorry, Mr. Obura, since your name was not here,
yes,
we can put it here and say that you are appearing for...
the Law Society of Kenya.
Okay.
And we are willing to help in the mediation of this whole dispute, Your Ladyship. We are very much conscious of the sufferings of the public and on the one side and even on the doctor's case. And we would like to reach an amicable settlement as soon as possible. And we do hope that when we come before you on 23rd, we'll be able to report back and let the court take note of the agreement we have reached. Thank you so much.
I think we are done now.
Proceedings continuing at the Court of Appeal, and of course, on the split screen there, the events taking place outside the Supreme Court. And in the last few moments, all the parties representing the different stakeholders have agreed to the date of 23rd February, when all of them will come back and outline some of the negotiations they will make. Now, what's going to happen is all the parties there have consented that the Law Society of Kenya, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights will lead the negotiations that will see them coming back to court on the 23rd of February to outline just what they have agreed on in regards to the way forward with the imprisonment of the doctors. They have all reached that agreement that come 23rd of February, which is next Thursday, they will be appearing at the court again to, of course, outline the issues that they will have discussed in the negotiations that will take place in regards to what issues really will be talked about or discussed.
There had been directions on the filing of submissions,
Yes.
but we had a discussion with Mr. Wandabwa to do away with the filing of submissions.
So if the court gives the order, so how do you decide between the two of you not to comply?
As a matter of fact, Mr. Wandabwa filed his submissions yesterday.
I have actually not seen them. They're not yet in the file.
They were filed yesterday. My lady, it's a fairly simple matter. And in 25
the
minutes...
simpler matter is that the court had given its directions that you file submissions. But we'll talk about that when we resume. I gave you a break to go for tea, but you did not want to go for tea. So after this, we'll be going for tea ourselves, and then you can come back and deal with your matter.
For us.
All right, so we're waiting for the final decision by the bench, the Court of Appeal bench. Any moment now we'll be having that decision. The lawyers representing the doctors' union officials include Philip Mugo, James Orengo, and Mutula Kilonzo. Remember that court leader Raila Odinga is also in court. He's attending that session. Of course, to oversee what is going to be happening. But like I mentioned, the parties have consented to go back to court on the 23rd of February, which is next Thursday. And the parties that will be negotiating are LSK, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, which will be leading negotiations on what issues really will be handled on that day of the 23rd of February. The pictures that you're seeing there are coming to us live from Kisumu, and the doctors also there standing in solidarity with the union officials there, and they say that they will not be going back to work until the union officials are released. Remember that the private hospitals or private doctors or private clinics have all been shut down today, at least for 48 hours, in solidarity with the union officials, and therefore healthcare really is almost to its knees here in the country, across all regions, as everybody really comes up in solidarity with the doctors. Remember also we're keeping an eye on the Senate, and the CS Cleopa Mailu will be going back before the Senate to really give answers as to what exactly is being done to ensure that the union officials are out of jail so that the negotiations can continue. The strike right now is on the 73rd day. And like I said before, Kenyans are the ones who continue really to suffer. Remember that yesterday, one of the revelations that the CS admitted to was that Principal Secretary Nicholas Muraguri was disobedient to him during the talks seeking to end the countrywide doctors' strike. Some of the interesting revelations that were made yesterday by the CS. He also said the CS was also very defensive, saying that the Ministry of Health has been really cooperating fully in the negotiations over the contentious collective bargaining agreement, and doctors should soften their stand. But that cannot happen if they're still in jail. And therefore, one of the things that he was taken to task with is to ensure that the doctors, union officials, are out of jail so that the negotiations can continue. All right, so those are pictures coming to us also live from the city center. That is just right outside the Supreme Court. And we understand that motorists are being asked to hoot in solidarity with the doctors. So that's happening right now at the city center here in Nairobi. And also it's been replicated in different parts of the country, including Kisumu. We showed you the pictures earlier on. And shortly we'll be speaking to Rashid Ronald, our reporter there, to give us an update of what is happening in Kisumu. We also spoke to Francis Ontomwa from Mombasa, and he says that private facilities, private healthcare facilities are also shut down. It's only the people who are being taken care of are people who are already in hospital, but new patients are not being taken care of, are not receiving any sort of treatment in almost all private facilities across the coast region. Therefore, a lot of reactions really coming out in regard to this strike. I said it's on the 73rd day, and really a lot of pressure is on the government. A lot of pressure is on the Ministry of Health officials, the Council of Governors, and even the doctors themselves to really break this stalemate, unlock this stalemate, so that Kenyans can continue to enjoy or to access medical care here in the country. All right, so we're waiting to hear just what Lady Justice Wanjiru Karanja has to say in regards to that consent by all parties represented in court today. But what they've asked for is until the 23rd of February for them to come back to court and put out their submissions. Now that the LSK, the KNCHR, will be leading the negotiations of getting the doctors' union officials out of prison.
And Labour Relations Court. Upon the application being called out, all the parties' advocates are present in court, and having been given an opportunity by this court to discuss the matter, have now come back and agreed on a consent which has been confirmed by all the parties' counsel and adopted by the court as follows. 1. That applicants number 1 to 8 in civil appeal number Appellants number 1 to 8 in civil appeal number 9 of 2017 shall be released forthwith from prison pending the hearing of the appeal. 2. That the applicants, respondents, and interested parties undertake to resume negotiations forthwith with a view to resolving their outstanding issues in order to restore normalcy in the public sector. 3. That the Law Society of Kenya and the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights will jointly lead the mediation process and file a report in this court within 7 days. And 4, that the parties shall appear before the court on 23rd February 2017 and the matter mentioned before any bench of this court for further directions. And finally, that there shall be no orders as to costs.
Anything we left out?
There seems to be a missing one, public health sector.
Where?
And then number 2.
What
Normalcy.
was right was public sector instead of public health sector.
Normalcy in the public health sector. Okay. Sorry about
then
that.
number 1 is applicants number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2 to 8.
Yes.
Yes, 2 to 8.
Yes. The other division.
So thank you, Council,
But just
for your
one more
cooperation.
issue.
Yes.
This application by the Law Society, I think it's compromised now that we've given an elevated role.
Yes, so you can withdraw it, although I don't have the file.
Yeah.
Because
okay. That's the position.
Or we can deal with it.
Or can it be mentioned on 23rd then?
Yes, please. Thank you.
So we thank you again for your cooperation in the matter. You have made it easy for us and also for the doctors, I believe, for Kenyans.
Most of them.
And we are hopeful that this time the negotiations are going to be fruitful.
Thank you.
So
We trust.
We'll try to do that.